ho now.
Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
Put it later. I'll put something in its place.
See if that comes out in the wash.
Welcome back to the Groundhog Boys.
I'm so tired. It's Christmas special.
It is. We've made it to Christmas.
We've been doing this for 90 days.
It's been a quarter.
Oh.
We're a fiscal entity now.
It's a real thing.
I'm going to go on Company's House later and just register the PB.
Make sure the PB is registered. Hold on, should we really say that? In case people are off. Register the PB as a company.
We're not going to register it as a business.
Okay. Hope they don't.
Oh, if they do, then...
Then well done, they've got themselves a business.
Yeah, and, a bad podcast attached to the name. So, good luck wiping that.
Yeah, we won't be changing the name.
We won't be stopping.
No.
In fact, we'll just take the filter off.
That's do you know what? That feels very Scrooge-ish. It is in its own way kind of Christmassy. Scrooge-ish?
Someone buying the
name someone trying to get it out from under you.
Well, we're not going to register the domain, so if you want that, then fine.
Speaking of Scrooge, I did a Christmas walk the other day.
Yeah,
it was like a walk that you buy tickets for, and it's almost like a history walk, but complete nonsense. Charles Dickens introduced you to Scrooge, and then Scrooge took you around. But it was clearly like an Amdram thing. They only had 10 lines each. Could they remember those 10 lines? No, they couldn't.
So the Ghost Walks are good.
Oh, Ghost Walk is fantastic. I love a Ghost Walk.
Elbow grease in.
This was not that.
Oh.
This was quite cheap. Now, I did like the set dressings. They were good. They made little shacks all around this big manor house gardens. And it was all woodlandy. And there's lights everywhere. It was cool.
It's like a nighttime thing, though, was it?
Yeah. Nighttime walk. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't, and this is the same criticism for almost every single Christmas Carol interpretation. It wasn't the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Well, it's not Christmas Eve, so you're not putting that on yet.
Well, yeah, obviously. But nothing, I don't think anything will ever stack up to that.
I will fight the first person I meet that doesn't watch that in the week before Christmas and have a little sing-along with the, there's only one more sleep till Christmas, kind of.
It's cemented in me my favourite thing about Muppets in their entirety. And I quite like Muppets. It's when they walk and you see their legs.
The bobbing.
When you see Kermit's feet walk and it's just that ever so slightly off. Love it.
I always forget that it's been however many years that I've been watching them, basically since birth.
Yeah.
The two old guys, the hecklers.
Yes, yeah.
You've corrected me on this before. I like to think that's where the PV will get to eventually. We'll be as
it'll just be us.
As them.
Hopefully I'll have more hair. It's not looking likely. It's not looking likely, but hopefully I'll be more harried than the hecklers. Molly. I thought for the longest time as growing up that there was two, because I hadn't read Christmas Carol. It wasn't on my school's curriculum, if that's the right term. But I hadn't read it, so I thought there was two ghosts of his former business partners, and
no, it's just it's Waldorf and Statler. Every time I talk about them, I forget the names. It's been 30 odd years. It was just shoe on those in, and fair, 100% fair.
I have been seeing tons of people doing this Whamageddon thing, where let's avoid Last Christmas by Wham as long as we can.
We used to do a similar thing back in the kitchen. I used to work in a kitchen years ago. And we used to do something called Last Man Standing, which was the exact opposite. So you get in, it used to be called Nay Hefty and Up in day.
Yeah.
So you get in at 9:30, 10 o'clock. A song like that, or it used to be the Venga Boys as well, that used to go, if it wasn't Christmas, went on at 9:30, 10 o'clock. You were still doing the clean down at 11:30 on a Saturday night, and it was still playing. That was the only song for the day.
Man.
That was hell. You forgot how bad working in the kitchen was, because that was 1,000 times worse.
Jesus.
So I've kind of lived both sides of that thing.
Yeah. Well, I look at that and I think you're just trying to be an edgelord. Because, do you know what? Last Christmas
is the worst song ever written.
No, it semi-slaps. It doesn't slap.
No, it doesn't. It's terrible. It's not even...
It's not terrible.
Why is it about Christmas? It's just he like got his
It's
heart
a love
broken
song about Christmas.
no, it's just he's got his heart broken on a day. That could have been
you're one
Wednesday
of them.
the 20th of August.
You're one of them.
But there's nothing festive about it.
I bet you like What's It Thing by the Pogues.
Oh, I hate the Pogues.
Oh, good.
Even more.
That. I hate that song the most.
Basically, the best Christmas song is Step Into Christmas by Elton John.
Yes.
And then the second one is the Wizard one because...
Well, no, I almost agree with you. It was... My favourite Christmas song was Step Into Christmas. But can we backtrack a little bit? There's nothing wrong with Last Christmas.
It's terrible. It is awful.
It's not.
No, it is. It's something that, like, teenage girls listen to because they can be a little bit sad while they listen to it.
Everyone listens to it because it's brilliant.
It's bad. It's a bad song.
If you want bad Christmas songs, you put like Spotify or Amazon Music on and listen to the ones that have come out fairly recently. They all start with like,
you know, H's music taste doesn't match up very well with mine.
Yeah.
Although I did manage to slip No Presents for Christmas into her playlist. Excellent. And we got that halfway like driving along the other day after a Christmas visit.
Excellent.
And she gave me the look and was like, you've been messing with
You've touched my playlist.
No, Modern Christmas. But I'm not counting that because nobody can give you the name of what. At least Last Christmas. If you say Last Christmas, I know what you're talking about.
Yes, Wham. Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad, but it's...
So, there's a couple... So, now, you may never have heard these then. My favourite Christmas song was Step Into Christmas for so many years. Pretty close neck and neck, I would say, with Feliz Navidad. Love it. Love it. But... I think it was like 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, the pop singer Sia did a Christmas album, and then she did a song Santa's Coming For Us. That's my number one. That's my number one Christmas song now. It's good.
I'm going to be really cliche. My favourite Christmas songs, really, are the Twisted Sister Christmas album. I think that's brilliant.
I didn't know that one.
They did an incredible job. Like, find it. Just give yourself a day. It's very clear. You know, it's like, one of us likes his heavy metal kind of... But...
I'll have a look.
It's superb. My other favourite one is that In Dulce Jubile. It's the musical one that's got, you know, the guitar solo.
No, I don't know that.
I'll find
it. Oh, yeah, right.
Jubileo or whatever. It is. But that is like a bit drunk and going back to playing.
Yeah, of course. The Mike Oldfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. No, that slaps. That's good. Yeah, I like Ellie Goulding though. So River, her cover of River, it's not even really a Christmas song, but they've put Jingle Bells in the start of it, so it qualifies. I like that quite a bit. It's not as good as Step Into Christmas, but
I'm not trying to be like King Edgelord here. I don't think I could give you a Christmas song recorded after about 1990 because I grew up on like.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's the true edgelord is the one that says, "Oh, I hate all this," and then puts the Pogues one on repeat.
The Pogues is the worst one.
Yeah, it is my most. It's so irritating because it's so edgy.
Everybody wants you to. Everyone, like you said, everyone that wants to be like anti.
Every indie kid is like, "Yeah, Pogues, bruh."
Yeah.
And do they know any? I don't know any of the Pogue songs.
No.
But do they?
No, did they even write any other songs?
Probably.
I
don't know.
I don't care. Their Christmas joke is Anton Deck in costumes or something.
Oh, I did have another really good one.
What Christmas
in
song?
My brain for a second.
You're not really like setting the bar high.
Oh, it's gone. I mean, I had a whole big Run DMC.
What?
Yeah.
A Christmas song.
Christmas in Hollis.
What?
It is. You've heard it a million times because it's in so many like films and stuff in the background. But it's fantastic. It's terrible. It's really, really bad. But it's bad in that Run DMC style.
I might have to find that because that sounds...
It's brilliant.
Awful.
But... And the video's brilliant as well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you'll love that one.
See, that's I am in the camp. Like, I am one of those that gets really Christmas. I love the whole Christmas shebang.
I'd soak it up.
What's it is... Last Christmas, the thing I don't like about it is it is just like a bit... I don't like wishy-washy Christmas. I like the kind of...
You want Christmas forced down your throat. You want tinsel, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I want Noddy Holder kicking my door down.
Yeah,
shouting at my mum.
I would try and do the scream, but if you don't do it perfectly,
everyone sounds like a tit.
Maybe at the end of the episode.
Well, yeah,
we'll bust open everyone's speaker.
You've got to be about 8 beers in before you try and do the Slade kind
we'll
of
need
scream.
to polish off a lot of Baileys to pull that one off.
I mean, we could.
There is some in the cupboard. Speaking of bad Christmas, though, you're
going there already.
Let's lay this. Let me just lay this out on the table for everyone.
On the table.
As you were leaving PBHQ last week, I can't remember how it came about.
Well, you were wrong about Christmas.
No, hold on, because you're
just being bad at Christmas.
You'll have a chance to say absolutely.
You were talking about the stupid meatball
tripe. Stupid meatball thing.
Yeah.
But let's get this out so we're not just arguing for nothing. But it came out that you have...
You're making me sound like I had a Christmas party at my party HQ and a video was released by the Express or something.
It was cheese and wine.
There's going to be a tear
we're not getting into that
in a year's time.
But it came out that you have mashed potato on your Christmas dinner. That's dumb. That's a waste of room on the plate.
The guy that has broccoli.
On the plate, in your stomach, and in your life.
I disagree. I disagree.
Why though? You've got roast potatoes. Roast potatoes are so much better.
I don't like that you're putting a cap on the amount of potato that you can consume.
I'm putting a cap on the amount of food one can put in their body.
Yeah, but yours is quite
and you're
soft.
wasting it.
You have admitted openly that you can't finish a 12-inch pizza.
No, yes.
And I can quite happily polish an 18. If pictures of the PB ever get out, well, you guys are in for a treat. But so I look at okay, let's work through the Christmas dinner. How about that? How about we start with our kind of big hitter?
Yeah.
And we're going to start disagreeing about item 3 or 4.
Well, I've got a picture of the Christmas dinner. That I cooked last year, and I'm just pulling it up. We'll use it for the episode title card.
Yeah, so everyone else knows as well. That
so everyone else can see what a real Christmas dinner is. There was a little bit of cheating going on, and I'll fill you in on what that is. But right, turkey.
Yeah,
I'm having a leg.
I'm going to chuck this out here. We'll start early. Meats wise, are you talking one meat or do you do a bit of variety?
There's one main roasted meat because the day after we'll have Boxing Day ham. So
we tend to fold the hams there on the Christmas dinner. You know, if you need to break your flavours.
Yeah.
But I'll hold with that.
Oh, sorry, Mr. What monotonous flavours with the enchiladas last episode. Right, that you do understand monotonous flavour, but I did a chicken.
I subscribed to what was the guy from that Man vs. Food? You know, the one that had a heart attack or something. Doesn't bode well. But
Adam.
He used to talk about how you've got to vary your flavours up to get a bit. Yeah, which is going to bring me around to my point later on.
Okay, but mash doesn't. Never mind. I did a chicken last year, so the picture you'll see on the Pudding Boys Instagram and YouTube video is a chicken leg.
Chicken's objectively better than turkey.
Yeah, I agree with that entirely, and I can't fit a turkey in my tiny oven. Yeah, chicken is better. Then I've got...
Nobody buys turkey except for Christmas.
Yeah.
No, or health food.
Because it's dry.
No, yeah, exactly. Nobody's eating
boring and dry.
Turkey at Nando's or whatever.
No.
Because even they could cook that.
Then I've got sage and onion stuffing because I don't like sausage, meat and chestnut stuffing that much. I prefer sage and onion.
Sage and onion is better. Again, it's your flavours.
Then I've got...
Your sausage is covered by your pigs in blankets.
Yes,
they are.
The pigs in blankets are there.
You didn't put that as number 1.
Oh no, I'm not going in order.
Okay.
I'm just saying what belongs on the plate.
Describing what's on the plate. This is what we've got to. You're reading a picture to our audience.
Roast potatoes, and my roast potatoes are good as anything. They are strong roasts.
Roast potatoes are pivotal.
Good. Roast carrot.
Yeah, filler.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah,
roast parsnip. Yeah. We'll get on to your Christmas dinner in a second. Roast parsnip, as strong as roast carrot.
Yeah, that's saying a lot.
Roast parsnip is brilliant.
Do you just use that as like a napkin or something to wipe your hands on, or like to scrub your knife after you've got other food on it?
I'm getting so angry. Roast parsnip is fantastic.
You're talking about wasted room on the plate.
I'm going to snap my laptop.
Roasted parsnip is like... It's trail mix.
Whoa! Roast parsnip is not no. Roast parsnip is like a roast carrot, but sweeter, and it's like a step. Oh, you've had a lot of like maybe bitterness from Brussels. Have a slice of that roast parsnip.
Or you could not waste time on the Brussels.
Right now, no, shut the fuck up. Because after that, you've got Brussels, and I'm going to cook them with like dried cranberries and bacon.
Doesn't matter.
I actually boil them.
I'm just going to flick them into the bin.
I boil them lightly after I've eaten a few raw. Because if
you're
you've not,
spending a lot of time on things that don't matter.
Shut up. We'll talk about your half-arsed Christmas dinner in a second. Then, after my parboil the Brussels sprouts
and then throw them straight in the bin.
Fry them off with bacon and
keep the
dried
bacon
cranberries.
That'll be delicious. It'll complement the bacon that you cook on top.
I then want at least half a head of broccoli on my plate.
Why?
Because it's delicious.
What? Yeah, but why? No, it's not.
It's
not delicious.
It's the best green.
I've seen the picture. It's not even like tender stem or nice broccoli.
No,
it's like it's rabbit food broccoli. It used to give my pet rabbit the shits.
But then I got pigs in blankets, and a little bit of confession. Pigs in blankets.
You're not rolling.
Over the years, I've gotten less interested. I'm still interested, but as a kid, they were the main event, and I like snaffle them all down. But I think as an adult, where I cook my own dinner and I can have a bacon sandwich whenever I want, I'm less excited by bacon.
I think with the pigs in blankets, you're already eaten half of them before you start the dinner.
Yeah, you've picked them because they're arriving on the table while things are still arriving. Yeah. Then I've got a thick old gravy, and then ocean spray cranberry sauce. There's no point making your own. Don't buy into it. Buy the ocean. I think it's ocean spray. Buy the jar. Yeah. Don't buy too cheap. Don't be a dick. But
no, it's Christmas Day.
But a jar of brand name cranberry sauce is going to cost you £1 if you go a couple of weeks before Christmas.
Yeah, I know. I'll hold with that.
A million years.
Yeah.
And I'll actually have a lot of cranberry sauce. I will. Almost every bite of my meal, I'm putting some. I'm treating it like a Muller corner.
Yeah,
I'm dipping it in.
That I'll hold with because turkey needs it.
Yeah, turkey doesn't.
Turkey needs to help.
Turkey needs it. Other things can have it.
The other things on yours need it to master the flavour.
No, they don't, because my Christmas dinner is perfect. Then I've got a nice thick gravy.
Yeah.
And
watery gravy can rot in hell.
Yeah, it can go.
It's got it.
Especially when, do you know what? I would rather just have a thick Bisto gravy than a watery I tried my own.
Yeah, if you can't do it, if you've not practiced,
Bisto's
if you've not mastered making a roux before Christmas, don't.
So what? Right. So that's my Christmas dinner, and it's genuinely perfect. I don't understand these people. You're the kind of person. I bet you put like a Yorkshire pudding with a chicken roast, don't you?
You put a Yorkshire pudding with everything.
No, you don't. You save Yorkshire puddings for beef, so it's special.
Look, right. Okay, let's look into the future here. Let's pull the Scrooge thing. You're on your deathbed.
Yeah.
You're looking back across your life.
Yeah.
And you're thinking about all the times you could have had a Yorkshire pudding, but it didn't fit with the aesthetic of the dinner.
No, it's not about aesthetics.
It is. Yours is posed.
It's beautiful though. But
the guys will see the picture and they'll know that it was done for Instagram.
Do you know what? It wasn't.
The carrot. Like,
I didn't have Instagram last year.
It's there for the pop of colour.
The carrot is
fanny.
No. I clapped again. Because I'm so mad about this. Ooh, I can't even remember what I was going to say. Just something about you being a dickhead.
It's like squealing in your ears at this
I need everyone to understand that if you just live your life doing whatever you want, whenever you want, cooking Yorkshire puddings with roast dinners that aren't beef, you might as well go around mugging old people because you fancied their coat. You just do what you want in life.
No, let's be perfectly clear here. Like, if I make Yorkshire puddings on a roast dinner of any kind, everyone that has that is going to be happy. I'll put stuffing on every kind of roast dinner.
I'll throw it in the bin. I won't eat your Yorkshire pudding if you give it to me with chicken.
Well, I'm going to make you a roast dinner because I'll have to make all these stupid things that nobody else wants to eat.
Vegetables.
Yeah, but it's Christmas Day.
Yeah.
If you ever get a break with you have to eat your greens school. Christmas Day is the day to do it.
How boring. Alright, go on to this mash rant. Why is mash good?
An episode of this, Beige Food is Best Food.
No, I did.
You went in on that early. Right, let's start with that. Oh, God damn it, you're catching. There we go. Right, so let's start with the turkey first of all.
Okay, right.
Because you didn't even mention that you slather yours in bacon before you put it in.
But this was chicken, so I didn't.
You still should have done.
I didn't need to.
Unacceptable. Because what were you eating while you were cooking the rest of it? You need that kind of crispy turkey bacon. And also when it soaks into the egg. So
that's too much salt. I don't need that much.
This from the man. So vinegar's too spicy, and now bacon's too salty.
No, bacon's not too salty.
I think we're
but I've
starting
got bacon on the pigs and blankets. I've got bacon on my Brussels. I'm not putting bacon on my chicken because then I'll end up with flabby chicken skin.
No, you're not though, are you? Because if it's salty, it's going to crisp up a bit more.
You can't crisp chicken skin. And if it doesn't, underneath
gelatinous
bacon.
chicken skin is delicious.
No, it's disgusting.
It's lovely.
It's disgusting.
But I think we're going to lose followers here because people come to the Pudding Boys expecting dudes that are not going to skip an opportunity for bacon and Yorkshire pudding.
I think everyone else grew out of the whole I need bacon everything at uni or college or whatever.
Again,
it was a fad.
We're coming back to the
Baconaise and all that shit.
No, not at all, because actually bacon is delicious on most
Bacon
things.
is delicious. I won't argue with that. However, bacon's best place is on its own in a cob.
Wrong. Bacon brings out the flavour. Bacon is basically
hides the flavour of a boring meal.
Okay, we talk about salt as bringing out the other flavours in a meal.
Because that's what it does.
Yeah. Well, bacon is basically like a layer of salt, so it brings out a layer of flavour.
And a ton of liquid smoke that the co-op have sprayed on it that's going to mask all the other flavours.
Oh no, get good bacon. I'm not saying get like your... This might be where you're going wrong. You're finding like bacon in the toilet or whatever.
Toilet bacon is perfectly reasonable.
I heard people shouting in the toilet about how bad the bacon in there was. Like, get good bacon. You need to get good bacon. Like, take this away, Pudding Boys.
We got bacon twice in a week. It's 2 episodes in a row.
We're drifting. We need... Okay, so firstly, all your meat should have bacon cooked around them.
Incorrect, but fine. I'm not going to interrupt you when you're talking about your dog shit meal.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to embarrass yourself. like, a lot of the stuff you described is pointless window dressing. So, okay, we've got the meat.
No, because I personally think the carrot and the parsnip together is a good third of my plate.
Exactly. You've wasted a third of your plate.
They're the best bits.
They
taste so good.
Who looks at the bacon roasted turkey and says, "No, thanks, sir. I'll have another carrot, please."
Like, genuinely me.
Like,
genuinely
Aldi sell them for about 30p because they know nobody really wants them. They know that most of them are going straight in the bin at the end of the Christmas dinner. Oh my god, I've got a headache.
I had myself today for lunch. I peeled a carrot and took it with my bagel.
Everyone's just switched off. I can hear people turning off their...
Raw veg is good.
Everyone's laptop lid just went... They were listening to this on the train. They're going to work. They need us to pick. They've got 2 days to slog through to Christmas.
Fuck it.
And they've just, like, the laptop has just gone spinning across the English countryside.
Flying out of every Virgin Media train.
Train windows don't open anymore because they knew this was coming.
Because of me.
Yeah. Also, Virgin don't have any franchises anymore.
Oh, do they not?
No.
Do Virgin not do trains anymore?
No.
What is Branson doing?
Mislabeling Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Stealing people's Christmas dinner.
We'll talk about Branson another time.
He don't get it.
Carry on with your thing. You got your turkey bacon, rah, 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 rah. What's next?
Okay, so you got your pigs in blankets. We've established that.
Yeah.
Yorkshire puddings.
No. No.
Stuffing. Maybe even a couple of different varieties of stuffing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some flavours. Okay.
But, I mean, I don't mind making multiple stuffings, but I'm probably only going to go for sage and onion because I really like it.
Roast potatoes I'll hold with. We're on anything. Nothing
roast
is not
potatoes, if they're done well.
Yeah.
I mean, these ones I did with goose fat last year.
A little bit of flour just to kind of make it...
Oh, see, no, what I do is I parboil them, rough them up and let them go cold.
Oh, yeah.
And that acts the same way, yeah.
So roast potato, nothing is not improved by adding roast potatoes.
Yeah.
They will bring out anything, I think.
Yeah, I love roast potatoes. I'll roast new potatoes if I can.
Yeah. And then I'm going to fill the rest of the plate with mash.
It just sounds so sad.
No, it doesn't though, because it soaks up all the flavours of other things. Like,
what other things?
Like all of the
bacon
and
other potatoes.
Maybe a bit of bread sauce, maybe a bit of like cranberry.
See, bread sauce I get.
Gets rumbled into the mash.
I don't have bread sauce.
It's an adventure. Yours, like
every mouthful is an adventure. Every mouthful is another step towards mediocre.
How bad is your mash?
Probably quite bad because I never make it. Because
I'm big on mash.
I don't just not like mash on my roasts, or especially on Christmas. I'm going to tell you something right now.
I'm about to storm out.
I don't like mashed potato. It's dumb. It's baby food. I'm not eating it.
It's a perfect. It goes with everything.
It's
you
boring.
can put cool stuff in it. Parmesan mash.
The only time I'll eat it is when someone
we got flavours.
We got mash. No, when someone puts parsnip or carrot in mash.
You get lumps. You don't put lumpy food in mash.
I'll have that.
Why? It says the guy that's baby food,
right.
And then he's like, okay, well, why don't you mulch
You've got
some other bad food?
top of the potato is roasts.
Yeah. Agreed.
Then chips, fries before thick cut.
Wrong.
No, fries are amazing.
No, a good triple cooked thick chip rests its feet on fries.
I disagree. I disagree with that.
Every now and then we get
but they're like joining. They're there. They're together.
They are.
Chips
They're a similar field, but we're talking proper on both.
Underneath that, I'm going crisps.
No.
Then jacket potato. Then mash. Oh, yeah. Then mash. Then boiled because fuck boiled potatoes.
But I'll hold with that. Boiled potatoes.
Do you know what? The boiled old potatoes are bad. Boiled new potatoes, if you roll them around with a bit of salt and chives, they'll be fine with parsley on. But
if I'm going to do that, I'm going to make a little potato salad or something. That's kind of more interesting than just boiled.
I'd rather have boiled potatoes than a potato salad. Yeah. But I'm not boiling old potatoes.
No,
that's wrong.
No, that is horrible. That is the kind. When you go back to the old former Soviet bloc.
I think so. Every now and again, I don't know why, because my mum is great. She's a good cook. But every now and again, those bad boys would come out, and they'd be with something like liver and onions or something.
Oh god, like mincemeat, but like a stew, but it's just not. A
no, we never had mincemeat stew. I've seen people do that, and it weirds me out. We always had cubed.
I've never trusted
stewing beef or something.
Stew,
shoulder.
Stew should be like what's it? Steak.
Stewing, braising steak. Or just a shoulder, something like that. The meat falls off of as it cooks, so it's bits of meat floating.
You base it like a curry without the spices.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't put mincemeat in it. That's weird.
No, that's for shepherd's pie.
Yes. Yeah. Or cottage pie.
Or chili.
Yeah. Or making a burger, but that's literally all you can do with minced.
But that you're forming it into
patty.
An entity.
Yeah. And meatballs and all that shit. Yeah, mash is.
Mash. I could quite happily.
Oh, gnocchi's actually a good way of using potatoes.
Oh, it is, but I'm not doing gnocchi for Christmas.
That's ridiculous. But I'm also not doing mash.
I like that. Yeah, but you're wasting.
You're making another pan to clean up as well.
But you're having
cleaning up mash pan, broccoli. Right. You have had. I'm gonna. I don't know all the broccolis you've ever had in your entire life, but I'm going to make an assumption. All the broccoli you've ever had has been overcooked.
No. I like it less when it's stir-fry style.
You like it less when it's on?
Tender stem.
Tender stem's fine, but I prefer...
Tender stem is delicious. But big meat...
I prefer a good British
Why don't you
broccoli?
Take a big bite out the nearest tree in the garden? Because that's effectively what... It's horrible. It's just... my mouth is sad thinking about it.
You're so wrong. It's so good.
It's not, though.
It can soak up so much gravy.
It doesn't soak up things at all.
It does.
It doesn't. It sits on top of
Yours doesn't because it is overcooked and wet, so it's not got any more room
if
to
it's
carry.
That stupid crispy broccoli, all it does is taste like
No, I'm not talking crispy broccoli.
No, you're like.
I'm talking.
No, like snappy.
Al dente. Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's shit. You're like this. I mean, to be
fair,
a
fucking animal.
I think this comes from the whole cucumber taste good school that you seem to have subscribed to.
Well, the vegetables are nice.
Not all of them. Some of them I'll hold with, but cucumber is like pre-broccoli.
But so you don't like broccoli, real broccoli. You'll eat tender stem. You'll eat girl broccoli. You don't eat tomatoes raw. No. You don't eat cucumber.
No.
So these are good vegetables, and they're common vegetables. Like, if you said, I don't like aubergine, fine, because it's shit. There's a slimy
They're just
trash.
Filler. They're just...
I don't feel like they are. I feel like you need to treat them with a bit more care and respect. That's what... So, like, my Brussels, they are really goddamn
You're
good.
spending a lot of time on things that people don't care about. That's the problem.
But I care about them when I'm cooking.
You're drifting off into imagine how good the good bits of your dinner could be if you didn't waste all this time fanning about with the Brussels, where people are just going to scrape the bacon off and eat that.
No, also
the Brussels.
So all the things like broccoli, it takes 3 minutes to make perfect broccoli. It's actually really quick. I'm not standing there after I've been Christmas dinnering, mashing up mash and then adding butter, then tasting, it tastes like crap, so I best add more salt. I best add something else. You've got to keep adding cheeses and milk and dairy to this potato to make it nice.
That you're forgetting. Who's using broccoli as a cheese delivery? Okay, fair enough. Cauliflower cheese, you'll scrape the cheese.
That's the only way you can eat cauliflower is covering it with cheese, because cauliflower is disgusting.
Yeah, you're going to scrape the cheese off and eat that.
Yeah, cauliflower's gross.
Yeah, cauliflower is broccoli.
No, it's not.
It is. It's just
the taste and texture.
Fluffier broccoli.
They look similar.
No, they.
If you're colourblind, you may think. No, I don't. Do you know what? I don't even think they're in the same family of vegetable.
Well, they're in the same bin. They're going in the same
bag.
Broccoli
and cauliflower the same? No, because I think broccoli. Okay, they're both the same family as cabbage, Brussels sprouts.
That makes sense.
They are quite similar, but I don't know why. But I hate cauliflower.
It's horrible. That's why.
I think it's because someone tried to give me cauliflower rice once.
Oh god, that's the thing with cauliflower.
People are always doing. People are always diddling it.
They've taken it as a substitute for everything. Cauliflower chicken. Have you seen that one? People are it's meant to be. It's a fried chicken replacement.
Oh, piss off!
Fucking cauliflower.
I've seen a slab of it in a burger bun.
I'm not being Mr. here, Mr.
No, I'd rather just have.
But if you give me that, I'm launching it. I was expecting.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a hard man. I'm eating cauliflower. No, I'll just put that in the bin.
Yeah,
I'm not eating that. I'm not stupid. Don't give me that.
No, I'd rather not bother.
I'd rather eat bloody mash on my Christmas dinner.
I'd rather eat mash with everything. I'd buy a bowl of mash. I'm quite happy right now. Eat a bowl of mash.
Ugh, no. It's just.
I hope people sound off in the comments on it. If we get listeners, I want it to be today because I
was just thinking this earlier, and I was just saying to Rue, we can't do any more no one's listening bits because people are listening. They're not on the YouTube. We've still got low views on that, but on the podcast, on the analytics, people are listening.
Oh, finally.
People are going to listen and realise what a goddamn asshole you are.
If you ever
say, Blaw's had to put up with Naylor's shit for, 15 years now? Longer.
Probably, yeah.
God damn it. We didn't say I'm Blaw and Naylor. I'm Blaw.
I'm Naylor.
He's an idiot.
I'm pro mash.
Yeah, pro mash. I'm going to have team roast. Do you know the Twilight stuff that was team Jimmy? I can't remember.
No, I don't, because I don't enjoy Twilight either.
What were they called?
Just sat there munching your carrots and watching
He says this while he's sat there wearing a Twilight t-shirt. Twilight, what are they called? Boys.
Well, loosely termed, I think.
That was a risky search and it worked out fine. That could have been a lot worse.
That's a work laptop as well, isn't it?
Wait, Google's now correcting me. Who is the hottest Twilight character?
I'm sure you can answer that for Google, to be honest.
So the boys were called Mackenzie and Boo Boo. That's not what they were called.
Wait, hang on, that's from Bob's Burgers.
It says the boys in it are Mackenzie and Boo Boo, but I don't think they're the teams. I think one was Craig.
That doesn't sound like a very Twilight name. Craig Allen.
Who were they? But you know what I mean? People are teams.
No.
Oh, teenage girls had.
I didn't spend much time hanging around with teenage girls talking about Twilight.
It is my reading group, and Twilight just came up. No,
once a week for the.
I'm team potato. I'm team roast.
I'm team potatoes. I love them in all their
I'm team potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh, mash. You've ruined Christmas for me. I'm going to do that on Christmas Day, and I'm going to enjoy my food less, knowing that you're sitting there with a shit-eating grin, shoveling slop into your mouth like a frigging Dickensian prisoner. More gruel, governor!
I'm going to enjoy it more because I'm going to be thinking, this is a proper plate of food. Nobody's posed the carrot here and, a kind of a broccoli to catch the light of the golden hour when I put this on our Instagram.
God damn it! It's disgusting.
You take your Kardashian Christmas dinner and you go eat it at Salt Bay's restaurant with your Twilight friends.
People will see. No, they won't, because people are listening, not seeing. But if people listening go to YouTube, type in Pudding Boys, or go to Instagram. Go to YouTube, don't go to Instagram. You will see the Christmas dinner. And it's not just there to look
and you'll
pretty.
see that the carrot pops and the broccoli
it looks
jumps
delicious.
out at you. And...
I actually, when I was making, when I was
getting
the picture,
I'm on a big Parks and Rec kick. 15 years after the rest of the world.
Parks and Recreation.
Would Ron Swanson look at your Christmas dinner and say that's a man's Christmas dinner?
No, but Ron Swanson, and this is going to upset some people.
Me.
Ron Swanson is like a lame meme. Like, I gotta have beef all day, every day.
He's delicious. He's the man.
No, Leslie Knope is the man.
Oh, Leslie Knope is the man. Leslie
Knope's the best. Ron Swanson's a little boring. He's a little... One Directional, two-dimensional, there we go.
Is that your favourite pop band that goes with your Twilight shirts?
Who is the hottest boy in One Direction? Oh,
I've got a headache. I've got this weird whistling in my ear. And actually, hang on a minute.
I need to research something. This is probably going to get cut out. Memo to me. Cut this bit.
I think you'll cut it when you realise that there was no talking for 10 minutes while you Google, I don't know, broccoli recipes or how to make your carrots look best in their Armani slippers. Which carrots are Harry and Meghan eating this year? How many parsnips can the Queen fit in her anus?
I've got it.
No. 12.
Now, it is not the night before Christmas, because it is the Friday before the Wednesday where this episode launches, which is...
Technically speaking, it's a week before Christmas.
Oh man, that's...
It's frightening, yeah.
Woo. But on Christmas Eve, when the clock strikes 1, the ghost of Christmas past. When the clock strikes 2, the ghost of Christmas present. And when the ghost... God damn it, I ruined the whole thing! When the clock strikes 3... Tom Lethbridge is me!
That would have been so good if you weren't terrible.
Boys, it is I, Thomas Lethbridge, and I am here for a very, very special Christmas pudding of the week. And this week, the Christmas pudding
is mashed potatoes.
Is not Christmas pudding. Because I had some other pudding left over from the other day that I thought we best use that up. So we'll do Christmas pudding next year.
We'll do it on Easter just to really throw things out.
Fun fact, Christmas pudding would have been the first actual pudding on the Pudding Boys. Because obviously we use the word pudding to mean dessert or sweet treat. But a pudding is a type of food. It's cooked in a pudding sack.
Bean, like I've just been hearing a faint whistling in the back of my head since you said bean.
Beans. However, the pudding of the week this week is still Christmas themed. It is the Yule log.
Oh.
A Yule log, or
taking on a whole new meaning since you told me about the cacagna.
De Noël is a traditional Christmas cake often served as a dessert near Christmas, especially in France, Belgium, Switzerland, and other former French colonies such as Canada, Vietnam, and Lebanon. Variants are also served in the US, the UK, Portugal, Spain. It is made of sponge cake, rolled to resemble a miniature log. It is a form of sweet roulade, like a Swiss roll, and the cake emerged in the 19th century, most likely in France before spreading to other countries. It is traditionally made from Genoese sponge and baked in a large, shallow Swiss roll pan before rolled and then iced to resemble the bark on a log.
And then served in shavings, if I remember correctly.
And served in shavings. And this week, if you lift the paper cloche on your plate there...
They can't see it. You could have said the fine linen tablecloth or whatever.
No, it's a piece of kitchen roll with some cake on it.
That is a tiny fork. That is delightful.
It is a cake fork, you rube. I'm going to head off. I'm going to steal a bit of Blaw's cake.
Got it back into his laptop, probably.
I'm going to spit in his drink twice for Christmas. And farewell, boys. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'll see you for New Year's.
I don't know Thomas had a sleigh. That's cool. Hang on a minute. I know he sneaks into people's houses, but I didn't know he leaves things sometimes.
Yeah, he's not fat and comes down the chimney. He's real slim and slides under the door.
He just slithers through the gap.
Yeah. So we got Yule log. This is a slightly fancy Yule log.
It's nice, actually. You know when you were talking about the moist Battenberg the other day? This is.
It's got some. It's definitely got some
heft.
Like real cream. This isn't like.
No, that's not whipped.
Yeah, no. This is some good. Well, I was thinking it's not like buttercream.
I was thinking it's not like the kind of canned cream that you get in some of them.
Oh no, yeah, no. This is a good boy. I'm not going to read the whole thing now because spoiler alert. I ate some earlier.
Girl.
Well, I already had some earlier.
This is why you can't handle your mash.
But yeah, I was going to do Christmas pudding for the pudding of the week, but I couldn't be bothered to go out and buy a Christmas pudding. I've not made a Christmas pudding this year because I'm going to my parents. If Boris lets us. If Boris lets us out to play on Christmas Day. So I thought, we've got this in the fridge. Let's do Yule log. It's great. You know what? It's not the first thing that comes to mind in the UK. I don't think it's as big. It's bigger, in other countries, like Thomas said. But we definitely have it. Everyone knows it.
I think, have you ever been... And there's loads of different names.
Beans!
He's slid back through the gap. His finger's stuck. The rest of him got out, but there's a finger just poking under your door. That's going to be hard to keep this down. There's loads of different names, but like you have fuddles or bun fights, or all those, basically like a pile-on.
Bun fight? Not bum fights.
No tramps beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, because that was a horrible thing. That was a weird.
That was pretty dicey. Something like that.
Yeah, it was a horrible.
That was a weird
era of the web.
That was a weird time. It was early on when it felt like not many people knew about the web.
It was like wild. Yeah, it was a bit of a Wild West.
But no, bun as in like the
bun fight. I've never heard it called that. I've heard fuddle, but I'd only heard fuddle. Maybe my mid-20s, and I remember hearing it and thinking, is that a bit of a posh way of saying just a picnic or a... I don't know what... I can't remember what I called it before. A buffet. But it certainly wasn't fuddle.
Fuddle feels like it comes from the Jota.
It's like food muddle. It's some bellend that's too into their acronyms and what they call when you splice the words together. Something.
Language.
Yeah.
But think of any of them. Like there's always...
There's always a Swiss roll at least, yeah.
It's going to be Yule log, not Swiss roll.
Oh no, but like throughout the year. Sometimes you do it Swiss like at Easter.
Am I right in thinking Swiss roll and Arctic roll are basically the same thing, but with ice cream in the Arctic one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swiss roll is the middle of a Yule log. If you ice the Swiss roll, it's then, and say it's a Yule log, it's then a Yule log. Otherwise it's just a Cadbury's mini roll.
Other mini rolls are available.
Yeah. But a Swiss roll, if you take the icing off a Yule log and the fake Christmas snow, it's just a Swiss roll.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I say just a Swiss roll.
It's
a good...
Things, again,
it's a fun cake.
You're never going to turn one down. Even if you haven't really got room, and it's a perfect Christmas thing.
Yeah.
Because you get, you have Christmas dinner, you eat your stupid vegetables, I'll fill up on delicious mash. You have a couple of, good puddings, like the big hitters.
Oh, well, see, now I will make sure I have... when I was a kid, I'd always make sure I had room for my grandma's trifle because it was genuinely incredible.
Made from scratch.
Yeah, really incredible.
That's the big hit that comes out immediately after the meal, I'm guessing.
So yeah, I have that and it kind of lightens you up a bit. But then after that...
About 4-ish with a cup of tea.
Oh no, I mean immediately after that, I will have Christmas pudding.
Oh, I see. I like to layer them. I like all the stuff that is prepared, like either anything that's been done warm. So if you've got anything
kind of Christmas pudding,
yeah. Or
the Americans listening, and there are, they don't really know what Christmas pudding is.
They're not. I thought they had a big thing with like putting. They put like silver dollars or something.
Oh, we put coins in it at my house.
I thought they did as well.
Oh, I think they don't know because I remember like when they hear figgy pudding, they're all like, "Is that a what is that?" I don't think Americans have Christmas pudding.
Really?
Yeah, but they must know the iconography, the Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
The ball with the. But then again, I don't think I've ever seen it in an American show. We'll get on it next year.
Yeah, we'll call
next year's
we
Christmas.
We might get a guest speaker just to like tell us what they do instead, like how they ruin their Christmas.
Next year's pudding of the week.
They have yams or something.
Oh, that was something stupid. Sorry, America. Next year, Christmas pudding of the week, we will have Christmas pudding as pudding of the week.
This one.
Unless I've got some Yule log in the fridge.
Yeah, like some spare mince
pies that have been knocking around. Or unless I fancy making some tavuk gogsu.
Yeah. We'll warn the local chickens. They'll smash to pieces.
But sorry, I interrupted you. No. Tell me your scale.
Okay, well, going with the theme of this being fairly ubiquitous, but also being spot on, we're going to put it on the T scale.
The T scale?
We're going to put this on the T scale. You know the colours of your tea?
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to put this as builders for 2 reasons.
Now, talk me through a few stages. Cause
okay, so you've got Wazzy. Wazzy tea. It's this is going to be difficult for our international listeners because I feel like tea isn't quite as big a deal.
Tea, don't they? No, like I know we have black tea, but we put milk in it. I don't think they do.
Some people don't. Yeah, I've never understood that.
No, neither.
Well, there's Aunt has her tea black, and she's a lovely woman, but that we disagree at a fundamental level.
Yeah.
No, like so a good, honest cup of tea should have a nice like tan colour to it.
Yes.
Like the perfect cup of tea has got that kind of tan is probably a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
It's not like
pine. No, actually, it's a bit darker than pine.
A bit darker than pine.
Beech.
Yeah, you're not talking like mahogany or that.
No.
Kind of thing. But it's also not like birch or something like that. It's not white.
No, yeah.
So you go to kind of that spectrum where people basically just show it the tea bag.
Yeah, no.
There's no point. You might as well have a cup of hot water with some milk in it.
So you've got the Wazzy, which is the light stuff. Then you've got your medium, which is the stuff like I imagine most people where they have it.
I think most people do. And you kind of go builders, which is normally a bit darker, and it normally has a couple of sugars in it. Or you go builders where you're trying to be Billy Big Bollocks, and you're like, I have 4 tea bags in it, and I put enough sugar to stand a spoon in it, and that's why you've got like diabetes and your liver's failed.
See, I've seen people go either way with tea. Now, I generally don't have... With sugars in tea, sorry. I generally don't have sugar in my tea. But every now and again I will if I fancy it being a little sweeter.
I make an exception normally for the PB because I need the extra little kick of
little edge, yeah. But when I've offered people sugar in their tea sometimes like, ugh, no, I don't need sugar to help me drink a tea.
Oh, if one more person, I mean, it's a bit of a cliche. I'm sweet enough already, love.
No, but that's a jovial thing. But trying to be like, no. I'm so hard, I don't need sugar in my tea.
No, but can I have some lemons and salt in it?
If that's where your masculinity fails, how you drink your tea, you've got some issues.
You've got to be able to taste it.
Yeah.
There's no point otherwise. I am in the school that says leave the tea bag in for 3 minutes. I
like it strong and milky. Yeah. And some people say you can't do that. That doesn't exist. It does. Yeah, you just leave the tea bag in for ages. And then add a good inch.
Yeah.
In your standard mug, a good inch of...
a glug of milk. Not
not a little piddle. I hate it when there's not enough milk in it, to be honest.
It's pointless again. You might as well just have a cup of hot water.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it at the kind of builder's end for 2 reasons. One, it's a good, if you do builders properly, not like Billy Big Bollocks, I'm Estate Blue and me women non-existent because nobody likes me.
Yeah.
Then you have a couple of sugars in it. bit sweet, it's a bit, and it's got some flavour to it, it's got a bit of punch. But everyone, like pretty much everyone, unless they go down the Wazzy route, everyone like goes, builders, kind of.
Yeah.
If you're not sure. And I feel like the Yule log is kind of that, like if you go to a buffet, you go to someone's Christmas thing, there's going to be a Yule log there. Everyone's going to accept it, everyone's going to like it.
Do you know what, that's why you're right. You're right with this, because no one's crying out for it. No one's crying out for Yule log. But they're crying out for Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
Or they're an idiot and they're like, oh, no, Christmas pudding. I can't stand them. They're worse than people that have mash.
They're worse than people that keep the Lego sets sealed for investments.
Sealed for Christmas investments! I forgot, people aren't crying out for Yule log, but if it's there, no one's upset about it. If you give someone a builder's tea, they're not going to cry about it. Yeah.
Everybody has a bit.
I think I need to wade back into the more obscure puddings. I think we've had some safe weeks.
I've enjoyed the safe weeks because now that they've started appearing, I'm not big on my beans.
Unless we end up getting sponsors and Patreons, I'm not making exotic puddings for us to look at, giggle, and then not eat. Yeah.
Well, the dog poo pancakes don't really like
that. I'm more than happy to describe the puddings and ponder on them, like we have done previously. Every now and again, if the time is right, we'll break out fresh pud. Yeah. We'll eat some pud on pudding of the week. I mean, people are probably like, thank God, because the Turkish delight, the blah blah blah. that was a gelatinous experience.
Yeah, I'm still digging bits of that out the back of my chops.
Oh, I wish I was. I love Turkish delight.
Do you know? I didn't think I did.
But now you do.
But now I do. Now,
before everyone tucks themselves in, this is a morning show, but tucks themselves in and goes to bed.
It's the Christmas week. It's the end of the day.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't feel like this is a morning. I feel like this is a whenever you're ready time show.
Yeah, as you sit down to your stupid dinner with your horrible carrots and your rubbish parsnips, you can just, listen to me tell you the next time it could be better.
You know what, you can just go and eat a shit. But before you do...
Oh, do you mean a carrot or a parsnip or some broccoli? Because they all have the same flavour and texture.
Let me tell you where you can find the PBs. That's going to just sound like some kind of parrot that just broke in. We are available on YouTube on the channel Pudding Boys. Hit subscribe and leave a comment. We can also be found on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts. But as always, let me remind you, it's always late on Google Podcasts. We also have the Instagram where we post some nonsense. It's a good time. Now, I think I'm about to roll over, go into a bit of a Christmas coma, and wake up afterwards.
I'm going to go and set the Thomas alarm.
Yeah, secure the house, make sure...
It's like, those flood alarms you can get for pipes?
Yeah.
It detects a leak.
Detects whether Thomas is in the house.
There's a couple of drops of Thomas coming through the chimney.
So you're fortunate. PBHQ is at my house. Tom knows where I live.
Yeah, but...
And I told him, that's the worst part. I told him where to come.
He's in the system now.
Oh, bye everyone.